Hello there, welcome again to City Skylines, the city of Arcturus. I'm Sir Ender. Let's see what we can build today. So here's our wildlife refuge park, or that's not what it's called. What is it called? Nature Reserve Park. We're still at level 2, but all we need is more visitors, so that just takes time. And we are making a lot of money here, so our industry districts are doing well. Let's see. We have the worker spots for this to go up to the 4th level, so all we need to do is just keep increasing the population and they'll eventually fill those spots. And we do not have what was needed for this for the 4th level, so we'll have to put some more forestry industry buildings in. I'm actually thinking, now that we've hit the milestone that unlocked high density residential and all that, that I might move all of the forestry industry down through this section of much more heavy forest than what was here. And also, this is oil industry, or oil resource, so we can put oil industry here and then maybe the forestry industry down there. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that square down there. Okay. And I think the best road to take down through there is just this one. I'm going to have to eventually expand these roads out because you can see the traffic starting to back up a little bit. I don't know why they were stopped there, unless they're lane switching. But they're going to need to do that anyway, so I'll just go ahead and keep that the way it is. I could stop the lane switching there, but they just do it down here and still cause the same backup. So I think we should just jump right into the industry district for the oil. I'm just going to go ahead and paint it in. And we will start building on that right now. I'm just going to continue this road down through here. Let me turn off the road guidelines as usual. We'll just go straight down through. I think we'll eventually make that a diagonal. Do I want to do that yet? No, I think we'll continue that straight first. I think I will take this industry road for now. Let's see, this is a one-way industry road. This is the two-way. It's not really any different options for that. I think I'm going to try to break out of the grid a little bit here because you don't really need a huge amount of industry buildings to get a lot of the resources out. So I'm going to kind of make this a curvy road. I'm going to curve it around on the kind of the outside of the oil resource. And we have an autosave. So we'll kind of do one of these. I don't want to get too close to that road off the highway because I think I'll probably be changing that at some point. I might need the space. So I'm just going to do a big loop around and try to get that around 90 degrees into the road again. And then we'll want some roads on the inside there, and I'm going to use the 2-lane gravel road for that, I think. I'm just going to come off of there and do some random curvy roads here. Just make one big one, curves all the way through there and gets that. And then I'm going to want to connect it back up to this road on the outside again. We'll try there. I think I'm going to come off again. See if I can, yeah. That should be enough connections in there, I think. Let's see, I'll also go ahead and zone a regular district for oil industry too. So I will not make the same mistake I did on both of the other kinds of industry. Let's see, we want industrial oil. Okay, so let's go to our oil buildings here. Now the main building doesn't need any actual oil underneath of it, so we'll just kind of put that over here off the main road. So that will open up the small oil pumps which actually get the oil. So we're going to, let's go out of this view into this one. So we want to get as dense of resources as possible. I'll probably end up replacing all these small pumps at some point. I think 4,800 is the maximum. Yeah, so the estimated production there is 4,800 units. If I would come out here, it's still 4,800 because it's touching the darker oil spot, but then it starts to decrease. That little spot there. And then way out here, it's really low. I wonder if technically you even need oil at all to get a tiny bit, but we'll go ahead and try to put this in a location to get the maximum. I'm going to kind of separate them a little bit there. Let's put a couple on this side too. And then we'll run our water here later. I need to go off the main road to put the tanks, or else I'll put them out here. Yeah, I think I'll just stick one there. And one here. I'm going to anarchy this in because I don't want it to be too close to the other one. There's no reason it can't go on that road there. It's just the angle is weird and it doesn't like it. Okay, let's get some water pipes. I'll run this, I'll just run it all the way down there. I'll try just to go off here on a grid. I don't think the water pipes are going to matter too much if they're not on a grid. It's one thing to make an interesting city with roads not on a grid, but I don't think the water pipes really qualify as the same kind of thing. Okay. So these guys will make us some oil. So they're already doing it. And I will put one of these on fill. Actually, this one I'll put on empty, and this one I'll put on fill because it's further up into the area. So the one set on empty will start to export, so it'll have a lot of trucks going out. Okay, so let's look at this industry. We need 150 spots. Ooh, our electricity's starting to max out. We're going to need a few more buildings for more worker spots here. So this takes oil and turns it into petroleum. So this doesn't need it doesn't need to be on the oil resource. So we'll put this around the outside also. Well, that's weird that it doesn't, just the curviness of that road, it can't put any square buildings on it. That doesn't make any kind of sense. So we'll just put some anarchy on and do that this way. I think is 2 enough? Yeah, 70 workplaces each, so that's more than twice what we had in the industry already. So 250 spots, and we only need 150, so we'll just wait for that to fill. Let me just go ahead and turn that back on, turn anarchy off, and then these guys will call for some oil. I think we do need to put some petroleum storage, so we'll just need some regular warehouses for that. I'll just use one of these smaller warehouse yards. Now these don't need to be in that industry area at all, so I think maybe I'll put them kind of in a little spot by themselves. Well, actually, I'm just going to put one down. But I'll build a road. Let's see. We want just a regular road. And we want just a straight regular road. I think we'll do that. I don't know if I want to connect that or not here, because then that will become a main road. So I'll just leave this as the main road. So let me grab a warehouse. Alright, I should just be able to leave that on balanced for now. And we'll do petroleum. So now our water is also telling us... Oh, wait, that was the right one. Yeah, water, power, and trash are all starting to run a little bit low on available space here, or available... oh, there we go. There's the first fire. Available resources for water and power. So we'll have to see what we've got here. The solar updraft tower. I do like this. I might end up putting this in. How much does that cost? 90,000. Well, we've got the money, but just barely. So I think I will put this in. I'm just going to stick it right there for now. So that's in our industry area, so the noise pollution won't matter. And are we running out of water or sewage treatment? Water. It's actually the water. So we will try to stick in another water tower. We don't have access to the large one yet. So that is the next milestone, or the one after? The one after this one, I think. Let's just go ahead and put it here. None of this has pollution. No, there's no pollution out here, so we'll have to make sure we don't put any that has pollution either. And we'll get a pipe, and I don't know why that didn't go onto the other view, but there we go. Okay, so there's those. The trash collection, we will let's see. Oh, we do have these incineration plants now, so I need to put one of those down for sure. And they also produce power. not much, 12 megawatts, which is only like a fourth of what one of the coal plants put out. But I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And then we'll start it back up here and run it on fast speed. So in our budget panel, this should have dropped these back down, except for the garbage, because the way the auto budget works, they'll still be full. The recycling centers will still be full, so it'll be a maximum. So it looks like the power is great now. So this is what I was talking about when I said we need the fire helicopters. So this has kind of destroyed some of our buildings here. We don't have enough healthcare. We don't have enough to build the fire helicopters now, since I've built that electric building. We are kind of close though, so let's just see what happens. Get up to the 55,000 here soon and put one of those down. Hopefully this doesn't spread through the city. The trees catch on fire, and the fire engines can't put those out. They can put the buildings out, but they can't put the trees out. So that's what you need the helicopters for. And now we have a destroyed building too, so I'll either have to destroy it or build a disaster response unit so that they can make sure it's okay, even though it was just a tent. Normally this is what happens in my games because I don't get the helicopters going fast enough. The buildings don't, the town doesn't catch on fire, it's just the trees. Alright, let's check out this oil industry. Everything is humming along. Looks like there's definitely activity. We're getting some petroleum stored there. When we get up to the next level, we'll probably get to the plastics too, so I'll put another warehouse over here. How much oil? We have plenty of oil, so I don't know why they're importing so much according to this. But you know what, let's just go ahead and go back to the oil and put a couple more of these small pumps down. Put one at the very end of that and then one further into the middle there. When I get the bigger pumps, I might want to either delete those or move them around. But you also don't want them very close together because the trucks returning and going out from them can really clog up. Let's see, the traffic looks like it's getting a little bit crazy. Yeah, it's starting to actually back up now. So we'll have to work on this road here, going through on either side of the roundabout. It's time to do that expansion project, I think. Alright, looks like the fire is out. Alright, we've hit that 55,000 mark. I'm going to go ahead and use all of our money and build this fire helicopter depot. And since it's kind of noisy, I usually like to stick it into the industry area, so it's the forestry industry. So we'll stick it out over here. I'm just going to go ahead and put it right up against this road. Also, while we're doing that kind of thing, we need to build some more, there's an autosave, some more Firewatch Towers if we even have any. I don't know. Might not even have any. So we'll want one of them at least in here. I'll put it into that little corner. You'll be able to see all those trees turn green too. Yeah, so the trees are now covered. Let's stick another one over here. We'll get these trees kind of on the highway area. Alright, there should do. So that one, between the circle for that one and a circle for this one, we have most of the city covered. Just this corner up here, it's not. So that will keep us from having really big forest fires again. Now, as for the disaster response unit, I don't know about that. Where's that even at? Oops, this is healthcare again. Oh, it's only 15,000 and just got enough to get it. For this one, since that's so big, I think maybe I'll just stick a road off of here. And then we'll stick this on that road. It should fit. Just barely, but it does. We'll terraform that a little bit later. Alright, our timber processing still needs more workers. Oh, we did get the 4th star on this agricultural area. I think for now I'm going to just leave this alone though. We've got enough stuff in there, and then that's only going to increase the traffic if I put more stuff. We're going to eventually put another highway exit here. Probably hook it into this road, or else I'll have to move the road down a little bit. But that will cut down on this traffic a lot, because there is only one way off the highway, and it's through this roundabout. So my plan is to put another exit here, and then one down here into the forestry industry. And that way the industries are all right next to the highway. So that is ideal, because they have so much truck traffic. And I don't have railroads on this map yet anywhere, so I do have the mod that lets you unlock all the squares, so I might eventually, like once we're past the actual challenge of the game, and build up a huge amount of money, I might unlock them all and then build some railroads or something. Do some rail connections, because that really does help with the truck traffic and things like that. But this will be a good challenge to not have rails, because all the goods will have to be transported by trucks between the different sides of the city, and from your industries to your commercial areas to sell all the goods you're making in your industry, things like that. So, back into our oil industry area, I wanted to zone some buildings also. Let's see, let's just use this. I don't want to make huge buildings here. Thinking just a few, like 3x3s and things like that. Though we don't need a huge amount of industry right now, so they're probably not going to do very well if I try to zone a huge amount. Okay. Yeah, look at that traffic. It's getting pretty bad here. Whoa. Jumpy game. Okay, what is the traffic at? It was 80 something? Yeah. So that's still not terrible, 85% for at least the pure number of it. But this area here is terrible. I was kind of not really working on it just to see how long it would take to get bad, because I knew it would eventually. And then it's just because this is our only way off the highway. So you always have to think about things like that, which of course in real life, people who run towns and things like that, you have to think about that. Where's everybody coming from and going to, and how are they going to get there? Everybody has to go through one road to get to someplace. Then maybe it's time to look at widening that road or making a different way around, or a connection to a road that goes close but just doesn't connect, such as right here. This is, people can see the road from the highway, but they can't get there unless they go all the way through here. So there's also a lot of parked cars, so it kind of makes it look worse than it really is. But it looks like it goes through cycles because now it's kind of clear. It's probably cycles where all the industry buildings send out a truck at the same time, so they all clog up and then they get through. So I think next time we'll work on that. And next time we will work a little bit more on the oil industry. We'll get that up to the 2nd star. It just needs kind of time right now. And then we'll start putting in some higher density residential down here on this point. Maybe I'll make a zone of this, and call it something point. I don't know. And then we can put in some different kinds of commercial buildings, or maybe the environmental green buildings or whatever for the residential. What's that called? Self-sufficient buildings for the residential. And then there's the IT cluster. I don't think I want that there, but oh, that's offices. The organic and local produce for the commercial goes well with that residential specialty. Alright, so I think with that we'll call it a day here for today, and just leave you with a shot of the city. Appreciate anyone who likes the video and subscribes. That definitely lets me know that things are going well. And then leave a comment if you notice anything that I need to do, or if I've missed anything. Sometimes you just scroll right by something without even seeing it. So look forward to hearing from everybody, and thanks for watching.